Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. I hope everyone is doing well, and I would just like to say welcome to everyone. The channel is growing. It's growing pretty quickly. And I trust me, I have not forgotten about a 1,000 subscriber giveaway that will be coming. It's just going to be a little bit later. I filled my plate so full. I will definitely do the giveaway. It just may take me a moment to get to it. But I wanted to bring in a journal craft today, and it's new, but it's not new. So not new is because we already did this, but I was showing you what I was doing for the kids' birthday cards this year, and I wanted to just update you on a couple little things, and then I'm going to show you the project that we're going to do today. So I did add these little tiny, I have this little, I think I got it from the Dollar Tree, these little balls. It's on I don't know, a trim of little balls. So I just chopped the little balls off, and then I added a little one on the top of each one. So on birthdays, the kids also get a $10 bill, which I know in this day and age probably doesn't seem like much, but when you do $10 times 32 kids, it adds up pretty quickly. But I also needed a place to stick the $10 bill. So I came up with this ticket thing. I was making these little tickets. I thought I'll just make my own. So I cut these little red ones for the red one, the measurements are 1.5 inches wide by 3 inches long. And then the black one is 2 inches wide and 3.5 inches long. That works for me. I cut them both, and I'll try to get them glued and lined up as best as I can. And then I took the word, I love this one. I was looking for a happy birthday, and then I thought, you know what? Make a wish. It's your birthday, right? So make a wish. I love that stamp. And I did some embossing with it, with some black, and then I'm gonna put it like that. Then this will sit, this will be their ticket. So I haven't decided yet. Am I just gonna make that the ticket that goes in there? Or I was thinking about putting it on the back of this card, and then I can slip their I can make it a little pocket, a ticket pocket, and I could put their $10 bill in there. And then that way they have Make-A-Wish, and they can write something, and I can write something. I don't really know. Should I have put this on the front and put the, see how cute that is? Make-A-Wish with their $10 bill. Oh, you know, dilemmas. I really want the clown on there, so I'm thinking maybe I'll put the clown, the teddy bear clown. I still want to do him, so I'm debating, my friends. Here I go again. Put the 10. If I made this a pocket, I could put the $10 bill in there, and then I can make them like a little tag with the clown on it, the teddy bear, him. So I liked making these so much, and I thought they were so fun. But I want to make one that's for our junk journals. And these ones, I mean, I would use this in a circusy junk journal or something like that, more themed. But for an everyday journaling, I wanted to make one because sometimes, not all of us, can see beyond the colors and the things that have been created. I am one of those kind of people. I struggle with that once in a while. So I thought I'd make one, and then I can keep this one in my stash. So I have a new paper pad. I showed it on a haul. I got it at 40% off. And it is what is it? Sun bleached floral. I love all these colors. I chose 2 pieces that I want to work with, right here and right here. And then I went into my fabric scraps, and I picked out 2 pieces of fabric that I thought I would like to play with, that one and that one. I don't know that I would do these two. Well, actually, they look fine together. And then I grabbed a chunk of lace. I cut off a dress on my way back into my desk, and I thought these would play nice together. So that's what we're going to work with. But also, just so you know, on last Friday, I had to make a quick trip to Spokane, which is about 4 or so hours away. It was a day trip. Like, we left at 6:30 in the morning, drove straight there, met with my brother for something, and then I had to run to the store because I can't find my bone folders. I think I accidentally threw them away. I just don't know. So I needed a bone folder. I have them on order, but it takes a week to get them. And since I was going to Spokane, I stopped at Michael's and picked that up. And I was able to do that. And I picked these up. These little inks. I know I need some more black soot, and I really wanted the inks. I don't find them in the bigger pads, so that's fine, whatever. But they had that, and then they had the ground espresso on this little pack of the ink, so these are not the oxides, they're the ink, the distress inks. And also hickory smoke, which I also like, but I only have it in an oxide. And then vintage photo, a little one down here. So there you go. I got everything I wanted and needed. Well, not everything, but quite a bit. And I was able to do that thanks to my friends for supporting me, donating through my Ko-fi shop, and also looking at my Amazon wish list, which if you don't know what that is, you can make one yourself too if you didn't know about that. But anyways, I have it all in my description box. You can take a look at any of that stuff, but I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to my friends for helping me get these things. So my hands are very grateful right now for this. My crafter, the hoarding crafter of me that wants all the different things, is very, very thankful for these inks. So anyways, I'm gonna set that aside and I'm gonna grab this bone folder out because I'm gonna need it. And I guess I can save this. This looks like a bookmark in the making, doesn't it? So let's stick that over there. And I know I had all my parts and pieces here. So I have the index card. If you didn't watch the circus themed pocket, I took an index card, which is 5x8. You can use any type of cardstock or any type of paper. I happen to have these amazing little, index cards. So I'm using them up. I get them. I find them, so many of them at the thrift stores. I just love it. All right, so I want about an inch or so on this part. I guess if I do it that way, you can see it. About an inch. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then, oh heaven, oh my gosh, heaven. And then what I did on the other one, I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing, I think. I'm gonna use the decorative punch. If I didn't have this decorative punch, I would be using some decorative scissors, or I would just find something fun to mimic that I can trace around. You know, there's all sorts of things you can do. That's what I would do. I would do those things. Now, let's see. I'm going to be using these softer colors, so I think I'm going to go with my vintage photo. And honestly, I want to try this. I want to try this new one out. I want to see if it's just me being like I just can't get enough ink because I'm just, you know, a greedy dauber, a greedy inker. I don't know. So I'm gonna, just to be fair, I'm gonna use a newer little sponge, right? Because if I use the other one, it already has ink on it, we think. I mean, and then I'm gonna juice it up. Let's get nice and juicy. There. Ooh, look at that. So, oh my gosh, that's just, that's like a feel-good thing. I just, to see that, yes, ink. Okay, nope. It is definitely not in my mind. Although, it does have like a, maybe it always has like an olivey kind of a tone. Is it the card? Has anybody else noticed that? I've been using a lot of the ground espresso and a lot of the walnut lately, so maybe I'm just used to seeing those colors. I don't know. And I'm just doing this to kind of, just to outline it, you know, like outlining your pages before you color. Who was an outliner? Was it, of my friends here, who was an outliner? Did you like outline your color pages when you were younger before you colored? Did you outline them after you colored? Did you use black to outline everything? Or did you use the darker, or the color that you were coloring to do the outlining? Or did you not outline? Were you just like, nope? I was an outliner. I did both. I outlined with black and I outlined with the color that I was using. However, I was also a very heavy-handed colorer. So every time I tried to go like soft and smooth, it would end up getting heavier and heavier. So my whole thing looked like it was outlined. I had to really learn how to rein that in. And then I loved coloring so much. And I remember once my mom, she walked in, I was like in the living room, I think, at the coffee table coloring, and she came over to me and she looked at my paper, picked up my crayon, and she handed me back my paper, and she handed me back, like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'm thinking it was something like a horse, or it was some kind of an animal. I know it was like some kind of animal thing. And she took my brown, or my whatever color it was of the animal, took that crayon and handed me, I think, purple. And she goes, if you're going to color, use your imagination. And I was like, what in the world? Like, why would she want me to color this thing purple? Like, it's not, I've never heard of such a thing. Anyhow, so I think I'm going to do this one on here. There. So let's see. It's not as big as I wanted it that way, but it'll work this way. All right. So this is helpful that I can see through there a little bit, and I want my my torn frayed edge on all sides. I really like that. And since I'm gonna sew around this, it's gonna be fine, I believe. I don't plan on throwing this through the washer or sticking it in my pocket, you know, so it should be fine. So I have that like that, a little bit over so that, yes, okay. Happiness there. Let me put this piece away for a minute. This is a nice little piece. I might use that for like a tab. So let's just leave that one out. I mean, that's kind of pretty. Let's just give it a tear and see what happens. This is also a sheet, a much thinner sheet. And let me put that over there out of the way. So I really like that pink flower though, so I don't want to lose it. I think I'm gonna have to lose part of it. Whoops. Whoops. There I go with that 1/8 of an inch stuff again. Gosh, I'm just slamming these down. So sorry. All right, settle down. Does anybody else do that? You get a little excited and you just start tossing your stuff everywhere? Whoops, there I go again. See? It's like... No, better, much better. There we go. Okay, let's see. I like this fabric, these flowers. I just really love them so much. Okay, so, and then that could go like that, right? Or, is that the right way up? Yep, you can see. So this is this right here, this fabric that was trimming on just now, is the fabric I used on that journal I made for my daughter to give to her pastor's wife. And I just love it so much. I also have some lace here because the other one had that shimmery stuff. Let me pull it back in to show you. So I'm trying to mimic this as much as possible, but it's not going to be identical. Because first of all, I'm not making a house. I don't think I'm making a house. So let me just cut a piece of this off. Let's just see how I like it. I think it's going to go over it a little bit. Let me just lay it there that way. Now, I already have fabric that's stamped that would work with junk journaling, so I'm going to work with this. Here's my little basket that I always forget about this stuff, so I stamp some things out. Ooh, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. That's pretty. There's some florals right there. I'm going to move that basket because you don't need to see that. Okay, there's these. It's the little things. It's black ink though, and I think I'm gonna skip away from that. I feel like I just used that angel recently. I don't want to do that one. Let's see. Here's some see, I have lots of this fabric. This is some of the stuff I want to cut down more. I did a pretty good job tearing this one down. For God, nothing shall be impossible. You know what? I think I actually was doing this when I was making that thing for my dada to give to her pastor's wife. So that will be pretty. However, I love the saying and everything, of course, but I don't think that's going to go with an everyday journal because I don't think that's a one-size-fits-all sentiment. I mean, to some people, they may say, yes, it is, Sandra, but for the people who don't agree with that, or, you know, they just don't agree with that. But I want something that says something nice. I don't want it to be, I guess what I'm saying is I don't want it to be I'm not making this for a prayer journal. So because of that, I want it to be able to use it anytime, anywhere. I don't want it to be so specific. Here's a cute one that's a bead. Does it have to have a sentiment? I wonder if I could just, I'm not even in the thing here. Let's see. These are all black. Black. These are all black. What the heck? Well, apparently I was having a day. So whoops. I guess I will be stamping. So let's just do that real quick and get that over with. No, we won't. Look at what I found. Love. Okay, sold. Okay, just had to relax a minute. So we'll put that on there. That's cute, I think. I mean, I have a little bit of a, oh, I thought that was messy stamping. It's actually a little piece of fabric that was stuck on there. Oh man, I love the thin sheets. They're so much easier to tear. There we go. All right, so I have that. Way too tiny for what we're doing, but I can also put it behind some paper. All right, let's just take this paper and we'll tear this one first. Let's do it again. We'll do it this way. If I do it this, if I rip it this way, it's going to show the white edge, and that's the way I tear. So I'm going to turn it around. See that white edge? I don't want that on this. So let's do this. And maybe some more of this vintage photo. I don't know. If I don't like it, we can do another one without any photo, without any vintage on there. Okay. Let's see. Let me just try another one without the vintage photo. So I'm thinking, oh, that's too big. Okay, I wanted to stand out, but the vintage photo I wasn't loving. So let's just see. Before I do that one, let's try. Did somebody say do the white edge? Did I hear somebody say that? Well, is that what it needs? Let's try it. Let's just try it and see. So that means I'd have to tear it this way. And I'd have to tear it this way. And this way. Yeah, sometimes outlines can be white. Okay. I like that. Okay. Got all my little pieces. Okay, now let's get this glue down so we don't forget what we're doing. I know it seems like I'm just doing the same project over and over again, but I mean, I guess I am, but it is different. And this is what I'm doing right now. I'm making these down here because I wanted this. And I'd rather just craft with my friends. So it is much more fun for sure. Okay, and then I want to put my little flower on here. Like that. I'm gonna go down closer to the bottom. And it is different. We'll do a comparison of them. So one thing I do notice sometimes is like making sure I have all my little threads in the right way. Otherwise, I glue them underneath my fabrics, and you can see them, and it's just, sometimes it doesn't match the look I'm going for, if you know what I mean. Okay. We're gonna put this on here. There we go. Okay, there's that. And then there is this side. I'm gonna leave that dry for just a sec. It's not gonna be fully dry. I'm gonna let that dry before we sew it. And while we're waiting for that to dry, I'm going to grab me some book page here. And that's not the one I wanted. What'd I do with it? Oh, here it is. Here she goes. So I'm going to, I want that to stay on here. Okay. All right, it's sort of dictating what it's going to do to me. So let me see if I can ride the wave of it. I don't know. There we go. Now, that is not my favorite thing. Let's try jazzing it up a little bit with something else. What about this? Is that just gonna look like it? Is that not gonna look right? Okay, I like that. And just keep going with it, right? Isn't that what they say? Just keep doing it and do it until you like it. Do it until you like it, or you need to give it away. Just don't throw it away. That's the rule. You don't throw it away. You just, I don't know where to put that. Okay, this needs to dry, and I'm probably gonna smush it at some point here. And it's gonna go on there. I like that. I think I'm gonna stick with that right now. Part of me says I want more of those yellow dots, but maybe I just want them on other spots. I'm gonna give this a quick sew. I'll be right back. All right, I sewed around it. I like it. That's cute. And I am glad I did the vintage photo. I think I could have done a different brown. It is darker, but I'm gonna stick with that because that's what I did, at least for at the moment. And then this can just go right there. I feel like I still need a little bit more jazzy stuff, but what do I need? I don't know. Would I use some of this? I've got this cute paper pad here that I got in one of my Happy Friendship shares mails. Oh gosh, let's see. I love mixing the fabric and the paper together. So let's just try something just in case, because we don't know what we don't know until we know, and that is the truth. I don't care who tells you different. It's not true. All right, so I'm gonna use my little ruler here to get this different cut, this different edge. And we'll see, I'll just toss that over there. And then I'll get this little baby right here, like that, and we'll do, okay, so I want right there. All right, and then I'm gonna take this. And just get a little trim off of this. Same thing with the other side. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, let's see. And then, I know those flowers are sideways, so I covered up everything, so I don't want to do that. But I do want something that's just a little bit more than that. Whoops, that's a nice little piece too. Okay, so, and now it just blends right into that background. I know that's what you're telling me, but, and I fear that if I use that vintage photo again, I'm not gonna like it. Isn't that funny? Did I outgrow vintage photo? And where's my ink now? I mean, it shouldn't be gone that fast. I don't know about this. That's my scrap piece. Okay. And it's like splattery. I don't know. I mean, it could be the way I'm doing it. Here's my old vintage photo. But it's also been in other inks. Not feeling that one either. All right. What do you say? You said try my ground espresso ink. This is the distress ink. Another daughter. Okay, so some ink, ground espresso ink. See, it's nice and dark. I mean, it will definitely stand out. And it's definitely dark like that. I think it's the way I'm doing this. Maybe I just want the edges. Yes, that's it. That's the ticket. Okay. Ground espresso ink is what I'm going to use, and I'm going to do this and quit trying to be fancy. Let's see. I don't even know if it matters to do these sides right here because this will be shut. But now, I really do like that ground espresso. Isn't that funny? To be like one way for so long and then all of a sudden just be like, nope, this is it. This is it. Okay, that is it. Actually, that's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to do this. So let's get... wow, is that dry? Because I got to push that down to get the glue on there. Like that. And we're going to just use some of this little, whoops, wrong side. Oh, it's not per usual. Okay, I'm going to use this little ooh-hoo guy. That can go there. So that white edge is very nice, I think, with that. Okay, there we go. Oh, and then a little thread. Let's pull, oops. Okay. Just give it a little smush. All right, and then I like that right there. Let's go ahead and glue these down. The reason why I sewed it open, if you weren't here on the last one, is because I want this part to be sewn as well, all the way around, but I don't want to sew it together. And I also want the bottom right here to have sewing on it, but I didn't want to make less room in my pocket. So, and I'm learning that when I put my thing down like this, I'm just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not like smushing it down and going this way, because if I do that, my pocket's going to be really tight. But if I just put it on the edges and do that, I have a little bit of give in my pocket. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. But I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. But if you find that when you're gluing your pockets down and they're really, really tight, pay attention and see, maybe that's what you're doing is when you put it down, because that's what I was doing forever. And I would just like smush it out like I'm smushing all the air out, so there's no give in my pocket. Now I need another card because I want to make a tag that goes inside. Now I could just use cardstock to make my tag, but hold on a second, let me get this over here. I could use cardstock to make my, because that's what I have right here. Do you think I should? I just don't know if I want it to be a little bit heavier duty. See how, like, it's kind of flimsy. This is a little flimsy, but it's not too bad. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to cut my tag. And my tag, before I believe the measurement was, actually, I don't have to try to guess. I have a little sample here somewhere, if I can find it. Right here. I did it at 5.5 by 4.5, so let's do that. Oops. Let's do a 5.5. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut my card and to be 5.5 by 4.5. And then 4.5. That's not right. I didn't look at that right. That's 4 2/5. Okay, 4 1/4. Okay, we'll just do it again. There we go. So originally I chose this one. I still can use it, but I also switched over to a little bit of a different paper. This one right here. I suppose I can do 2 of them because I'd have to pull another paper. I don't know how big these papers are though. Let's see. They are 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're not gonna fit the whole thing. So I can use the parts that I cut off as pieces to embellish. And then I want this for writing, so I'm gonna glue this side down. I wanna find where I want I think I'm gonna put it right here. But so when I look at this, I'm thinking my tag is gonna stick out. Oops, I gotta get that on there. My tag is gonna stick out of this a little bit. So what do I want to stick out? Because if I do it right here, like I love this flower, I'm like, oh, I wanna put that on my card, but then really the top is just gonna be this right here. If I put a topper on it, it won't be that big of a deal, but if I think about it a little bit more further, I would have this piece right here. And even if I put a topper, it would still be on part of this, but you'd still see this flower coming out. So that's where I think I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So I want it to be, I know I want this right here. I'm probably gonna be wasting paper, but it's okay. I'll use it as scraps or I'll give it away. Okay, let's get that over there. And so now when I put my card in here, which I'll have the ends cut, see, I just wanted that flower, and I think that peachy pink, isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay, so pretty. So when I'm gluing this on, I can already see that I didn't measure correctly, so I have a little bit of a gap there. I'm just gonna glue this on up at the top. And honestly, since I'm doing it this way, you know what else I could do? You know what else we could do? We can just switch this up a little bit. So if we're gonna do that, we can have a little topper on there. It's gonna be a rounded edge. And then, I've never done like a hidden pocket in the bottom. Have you? Have you? Don't you know? I haven't. Let's try it. Let's try this. I need to grab a stamp, a punch. I don't know if this is gonna work, my friends, but we're gonna just try it and see. I mean, I could have went on the side, and then when they pull it out, but I've done that. Have you done that? I've done that. I've done things like that. So, so when they pull it out, it would be on the side, and they pull this out, and then they'd have like a little thing right here. But this one would be at the bottom. Now, do we risk everything falling out in the bottom? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I just wanted something different. So let's do it. Okay, just kind of. Hopefully, I'm not the best at middling this. There, and we can save this piece right here to add to like maybe a pull out. I don't know. Also, I don't know about you, but I don't know why, but I have to trim that into a curve. Okay. I think it's the whole feng shui thing. Just kidding. I don't know, of my mind. So now that we're doing it that way, I'm going to glue around the edges, which means our glitter glue will be my friend for this. I'm still going to use my book because this time I'm going to squish it out because I want this one to be a tighter fit because whatever goes in there, I want it just to slide in and I want it to be protected. And now I don't mind that little bit of a white edge. At this moment, I don't mind it. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. So 3 sides. All right, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, I just wanted that to be as line, and I'm gonna push that out. I don't want the glue to squeeze into the middle, and I do want a tight fit. So I'm going to just give it all a good smush down and push out towards all the edges. I feel like I get a better chance of having it all sealed around the edges that way too. So. All right, so there we have that. And then I still want to round my edges. I probably could have done that before I did all that. No, this will be easier, right? I do like my edges rounded because it makes it easier for me to get them in and out of the pockets. Okay. Now, if I don't want that white edge, I can just go to my paper cutter and take it off, and then I can just, it'll still be rounded right there. Yes, you say do that? Okay, yeah. Let me plug this guy back up. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go right on there as best I can. Ooh, good job. Good job, Sandra. I have to give myself encouragement every now and then. Oh, you guys only see some of my struggles. I know I said I wasn't going to say that, but there's more than you could ever see. Trust me. All right, I'm just going to get those a little bit better in there. All right, Fonse. All right. And that's cute, I think. So the other one, what I did is I had that decorative edge on the side, and then I ended up making this into like a little house. This does need to be a tag. I know I'm doing all this inking and gluing first, and now if I cut this to a tag, I'm gonna mess up my glue area, right? But I feel like it does need that tag, so let's do it. Let's do it. Bum, ba, bum. Let's see. Since I have everything identical, I'm gonna see if I can try this. I'm gonna take my tip, that tip, so I won't have this tip anymore. I'm gonna do like that. I just needed to cut one side off, and then I can do it the other side, and then I can hand it to the other side. I don't want a deep one like that. I want more like this. And then this like that. I have a hard time holding and cutting, so what I'm gonna do is just make a line like that. Whoops. See, I just dropped my pencil. That's probably what happened to my bone folder, and except this, my pencil just missed my trash can. So I'm gonna put that on the line there. There. That's more helpful. Does that look even? No, it really does not look even. What happened? These are not even. What did I do? Gosh. Is there a way to fix that? If I put this one back on there like this, right? And then I take this one. Did I do it backwards? Is that why? And this, my friends, is why I don't like to try to do anything like even Steven, because I'm not able to do it. And then this is what happens. I'm going to end up with no tag in a minute, or journal card. Let's see. Okay, this is as good as it's going to get. Stop. Put it away. It doesn't look right, but whatever. I can't tell. It doesn't look right. I'm not liking it. I'm going to do something else here, so let's just keep on. I wonder, will that fit in there? No, of course not. I'm just going to round these edges. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to put some ink on that and ink on that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, thank God, because it's not. And I'm going to be right back. I'm going to do a little stitch on this. All right. I probably should have changed my stitch because I think I may have like perforated this, but so be it for now. I have to be done for a second here. And then, so we're going to have a bottom there. I have that. Now I do have to say, I wish I would have done something here like I did the other one. Remember I did some stenciling? Well, I forgot apparently. So let's see if we can change that up with something just to give it a little bit of a flare. I have this, which is on, where did it go? This right here. I could always just stick that on there. I'm gonna take that edge off, and I'm gonna take that edge off. I don't know if I have to take more, but I'm gonna put this, I wanna put it right here, inside here, so. But I don't want the whole thing to be covered because I got that decorative edge. I probably would have been better off just not doing that decorative edge, huh? Okay. Maybe if I just tear it. Yep, I like that. Okay, this one has to come down just a little bit more. See if I can do the same thing. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then we'll just tear that one around like so. There we go. All right. Yes. So far, I think it's a yes. We're doing it. I think I need to do the bottom. I just want that to be up. Okay, so now, oops, I left it that way. Okay, let's put that over there. Let's get some of these things moved out of my way. And I know I want to put that there, right? So what would be the easiest way to do this? Glue stick, you think? Okay, oops. Okay, glue stick. And a little fuzzy. There we go. Well, fuzzy will stay. Nope. Yep. No. It's gonna drive me crazy. I know it's there. I have to get it off, even though I will never see it again. Stupid little threads going every which way they want to go. There we go. Come on. Okay, maybe just stick one side down, right? And get it over there. There we go. I think this is gonna work, maybe. Because don't forget I sewed those sides. There. This would have been much easier to do before the sewing. There, what do you think? I like that. Yeah, because this really wasn't about the index card. I was using the index card. I have to remember that. I was using the index card as my base to build this. And I have so many of them. I like that. I do like that. Let's get this piece on there because I think this has to happen. The reason why I was waiting is I kept thinking, do I need to put another piece of fabric? But I think at this point I need to do done on that. So let's do that. There we go. Perfect. And I got some of my flower there. I've got some flowers there. Oh, so pretty and feminine. I love it. And we have this here. Whoops. Make sure I didn't see. there. And then this goes right in there so nicely. It pops up. I need that little topper there. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a little scrunchy ruffle, a little scrunchy ruffle. I'll be right back. My little scrunchy ruffle. So now I can take this and I can put it just like that on the top, or I can take it and put it around like a little loop-de-loo, you know, like something like that, and then like that. Can go straight up and down. I feel like I kind of just want it to go across. I just really fumbled with that so much. Let me cut some of this off. So rough with myself. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to cut that off and that off, that off, that off, that off. Just give it a little bit of a trim down. Okay. Whew. Yeah. But I'm the one that needs to trim down. I'm telling you, my elder hairs are getting out of control. Do not like the elder hairs. My elder hairs, I call my elder hairs those ones that are so stubborn that they don't want to come out. It's like, what the heck happened here? And then the crazy thick, long hairs that I go to bed one night, my eyebrows are normal. I wake up the next morning and I have an inch long, thick eyebrow. One piece just went crazy. I'm like, that's an elder hair. That's what truly got the name started, was the elder hairs, was that one. And yes, I'm being dramatic and I'm a little exaggerating, but anybody who's experienced that knows exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So, I don't have any of those elder hairs that I know of right now. I guess if I looked in the mirror, I might find some. If I look close enough. There, so cute. I like this. It's not perfect. It's perfectly imperfect. I love this. Let's go ahead and put these together side by side with this other one. This is definitely more glammy and circus themed and stuff like that. So I have this one, I have some stenciling on the background. This one, I just added paper, but isn't that pretty? And then this one, we added a little pocket down below so we can we can tuck a little note inside. So aren't these pretty? They're so pretty. Okay, so. Oh, there, right here. That's more of that green. I like that one. Okay. Oh, and I tore that edge, so let's just tear this edge too, I guess. All right. This will be, here's the password protector. Just kidding. Don't put your passwords in there. But look at, and then this kind of looks like that. That's cute. And this can still be decorated more. There could be writing on the back here. Here's a little secret note piece right there. A little pocket. I didn't decorate the back because I feel like this can be something that can be as a flip out, floating pocket, or it could be attached to become another pocket. I like that. So these are the differences. I just wanted to show you. I could do it. I could do it pretty too. This is just for the kids, for the birthday, and I love that. But I really, really, really love this. Oh my gosh. And I got all my flowers. Just, hello. We love flowers. All right. Anyhow, I am really happy to have shown you this project, and thanks for hanging out with me and helping me get through it. I will see you on the next video, my friends. Enjoy all your moments. Bye.